Again, you are ready, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Welcome back to the Boys Podcast. My name is Julian Roberts,
I'm Jeremy Morales.
and this is episode 3 of the Boys Podcast. And today we are doing Pixar movie rankings. Yeah, that's right. This is now a movie podcast. If no one knows that, go watch episode 2. I kind of explain what the podcast is going to be about now. And yeah, so today we're going to be doing Disney Pixar, not Disney itself, but Disney Pixar. And, we both have our respective list written down. I gotta get it. Respective list written down. And we're gonna, kind of we did last time. We're gonna say our list, and then we're gonna go over the list afterwards. So, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first this time, bro.
All right, I'm gonna start from 10, working on my way down to 1. You know how this goes. Number 10, I have Coco. Number 9, I have Inside Out. Number 8, I have Up. Number 7, Ratatouille. Number 6, Finding Nemo. 5, I have Cars. Number 4, I have WALL-E. Number 3, The Incredibles. Number 2, Monsters Inc. And number 1, Toy Story 3. That is my top 10. Personally speaking, that list is the only correct list. Any list other than that, you're just wrong. I don't care. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Bro, you're wrong, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Wrong.
oh yeah. I can't wait to see what this guy says.
Bro, number 10, The Incredibles.
You're bugging.
Number 9, Cars. Number 8, Finding Nemo. Number 7, Elemental. Number 6, Toy Story. 5, WALL-E. 4, Ratatouille.
Yep.
3, Coco. 2, Monsters University.
Oh,
and number 1,
he hit me with a wait. Number 1. What's your number 1?
Up.
Up.
Yeah.
Your list is you're bugging. Putting The Incredibles at number 10. Oh, that's insane. Oh man. Okay. The reasoning why I have Coco number 10. What's crazy? We have like a lot of the same movies in this top 10. At least we got that right because, again,
Yeah.
I'm so glad you didn't put Planes in your top 10. I would have went ballistic. I low-key would have probably crashed out if I would have seen number 2 Planes. I would have been like, oh gosh.
You said Cars 3, and I was like, oh, buddy, if you said Cars 2, I'm just going to lose it.
Cars 2. Yeah, what's your number 1? Cars 2? Oh god. What's your number 2? Planes? Oh gosh. What's your number 3? Planes, Fire, and Rescue? Oh gosh. Your
There's
big
just
3
no
sucks.
way.
Your big 3 is horrible. Looking like the Washington Wizards out there. Terrible. Horrendous. But yeah, number 10 for me is Coco. And by the way, this being number 10 is not like me knocking on the movie. I just think the movies above it are just better. In my opinion. Obviously not your opinion. You had that bitch number, what, 2? Number 3?
Yeah.
So, but I think Coco, like the whole story about Coco, it's really sweet. I think now I will say this: that's one of the best plot twists, or villain wise. I thought Ernesto was his grandfather the entire time, until obviously he wasn't. Again, that was probably like the biggest villain twist in Pixar history, minus Lotso from Toy Story 3. I think, yeah, I do think for Pixar wise, those two are the best villains in the movies.
I don't know. Pixar doesn't have the greatest twist villains, honestly.
But Coco did numbers with that for me, and then Toy Story 3 with Lotso.
Yeah, those are probably the best ones.
They are probably the best ones. And that's ironic how I have that Coco number 10 and Toy Story 3 number 1. That's ironic. But number 9, Inside Out. It's a movie about your feelings. And it hits different when you get depressed. it's different when you're depressed. But I think, now I did watch Inside Out too. I did see that movie. I was going to put that in besides Inside Out, but I like the original more. It's the same thing. Riley just going about her emotions and everything like that. People have seen this movie. I know I'm not talking about that much. Number 8, I have Up. Now, Up,
You rank that low.
I did mainly because I think the movies above it are just better. Only reason why. Yeah, eight is Up. Now, I think Up is one of my favorite ones. Obviously, it's in my top 10. Story, it's sad. When you put it's a sad story. Like, loses his wife. He's about to go into a retirement home. Like, that's sad. Old people
Something like that, yeah.
crazy. You want to what he does? He goes to the fucking waterfall he said he was gonna go to. What a husband he is. What a goat. And that fat kid Russell. What a G. What a
And the
dog.
dog.
Yeah, and the dog. And the bird. I forget what his name is Kevin, but I forget what the bird is called. Like what kind of bird it is. I haven't seen that movie in a little bit, which is another reason why I ranked it so low. Number 7, Ratatouille. Now,
I love that movie.
the movie is great. I can't take it when he's fucking around with his hair and just pulling it the entire time. I would get so annoyed. I would just get annoyed. But I love Ratatouille. I think it's great. I love his Remy. I love his brother. I forget his Emil. Is that his name? I think his name is Emil. He's funny. He's the movie's really funny in my opinion. I like how it's like an actual kitchen setting. Like it's not like this like this calmness, this like prettiness. Nah, the kitchen, actual chef. This is what it's actually like in an actual gourmet restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's not like sugarcoating anything. Like, no, it's loud in that bitch. It's gonna get loud in there. Number 6, Finding Nemo. One of my childhood favorites. Absolutely love this movie. Great. I think the characters are great. I do think I think the one flaw in the movie is I didn't really like the scene where like Nemo almost dies. Like I was just like, why? I'm swimming out. Screw y'all. I'm not helping y'all. I'm sorry. I just got kidnapped. Why would I help? I'm not this. No, no. That's my one flaw with it. I didn't like Merlin. I liked Merlin, not that much though, and I wish Crush was in it more. I wish that turtle was in the movie more. That turtle was everything. That turtle and his son Squirt.
Yeah.
Man, his name sucks. Man, his name is terrible. Number 5, enter my top 5. It's Cars. Cars number 5. Obvious. This is the best racing movie for kids ever. It single-handedly, the way the cars sound, like genuinely, they sound perfect. The movie is everything I wanted for a racing movie. It's great. The stories are great. Mater
is incredible.
Mater is incredible. Doc, rest in peace, the voice actor.
Yeah.
And I mean, the story was awesome. Like Lightning McQueen being like this cocky young rookie racer on top of the world, gets humbled going to that area, then he changes his whole perspective. I think it was great character development for Lightning McQueen. Shit was awesome. Number 4 had Wall-E. I haven't seen Wall-E in a minute, but this is probably my favorite story out of all the Pixar movies because it's about how humans messed up. It polluted the earth. They didn't take care of it that well, so they made these robots to try to take care of it. Obviously, it didn't work. So what did they had to do? They had to leave, and everyone's fat with a capital F.
Bro.
Everyone's big and fat, and then this little robot finds life in Earth still, thinking that everything was just destroyed. It's a great movie because like basically you learn that hey, we gotta save this world or it might end up like that, and we ain't trying to do that. We're not trying to have this world look like that right now, man. Plant trees, don't pollute the earth. just don't, just don't. Number three, I have The Incredibles. I don't gotta say too much. I think this movie is absolutely fantastic from the beginning to the very end of Syndrome's death. I think Syndrome was the best Pixar villain because he literally killed supers. He was a menace. But when Bob was finding out that all of them are actually just dead, it was dark. And like this movie has action scenes, it has, you know, it has sad scenes, it has suspense scenes, and it's just like, man, this movie's great. When Syndrome kidnapped Jack Jack, oh nah, I almost slid for Jack Jack. I almost did. That would have been insane.
Almost.
Almost slid for Jack Jack. Number two, Monsters Inc. At the time, this was my favorite movie as a kid, Pixar wise. Sully, Boo, Mike Wazowski. Great cast. Even like Randall was an annoying little bitch, but I think the story in this one's really sweet. Also, again, movie also has some really sad scenes, like when Sully has to leave Boo, let her go, and back in her own world. Like it's sad. Then they rebuild the doors, so everything's okay. And it's a happy ending, and I'm glad it's a happy ending. The movie's funny. The movie's just generally just funny. Number one, my personal number one is Toy Story 3, mainly because everything I wanted in a Pixar movie. Fantastic cast, great story, great villain. Well, villains, because Ken also counts. And, yeah, Lotso Bear is one evil son of a bitch. And,
And
yeah, we have to kick his ass. Take out the stuffing, take it all out, murder him, get him out, get him out. Yeah, no, Lotso, him being, in my opinion, the best villain of all time in Pixar history. No other, no one has compared to him yet. Like in terms of like evilness, he's just the best villain in the entire world, in the Pixar universe, in my opinion. So yeah, so that's my top 10. I'm gonna say it again. Number 10, Coco. Number 9, Inside Out. Number 8, Up. 7, Ratatouille. 6, Finding Nemo. 5, Cars. 4, Wally. 3, The Incredibles. 2, Monsters Inc. And 1, Toy Story 3. So that's my top 10. Now let's hear yours, bro. Let's get into your top 10.
for number 10, I have The Incredibles. Like you said, it's a great movie. I honestly just don't remember much about it, but so I have it ranked really low.
Mm.
Dude, it's been like years since I've seen The Incredibles, but I do remember it being like a good movie, though.
Yeah, Pixar has a lot of. They don't really have bad movies, minus planes, like, minus
Minus
planes,
Planes and
minus
Cars too.
Cars too. But overall, they just produce banger after banger after banger.
Yeah, it's usually like the first movies that they release that are bangers.
The first of the series are always gonna
Yeah,
be bangers.
like number 9, I put down Cars. It's honestly the best one out of all of them in the series.
It is the best one of all of them.
And number 8, Finding Nemo. literally the best one out of Nemo or Dory. Nemo's the best one out of the two.
I didn't mind Finding Dory, but I'm not putting Finding
I'm not
Dory.
too
Or
big on it though. I wasn't big on it.
it's not bad by any means.
It wasn't
I
bad.
do like how they focus on her story a little bit, but I mean,
Eh,
Nemo j- Nemo just takes the cake.
Nemo takes this.
Nemo takes this battle.
Number seven, I put Elemental. It's not a bad movie, honestly. It was a good movie.
I
Have you
haven't
seen it?
I haven't seen it in a little bit. I do forget that one. I have to rewatch that one. 'Cause I've seen all the movies. I just forget that one the most because I haven't seen that one in a hot minute.
It wasn't bad. For what the story was, it was honestly a good story. The
Yeah,
fact that water guy and the fire girl, like they get together
yeah, Water
when
Ninja.
people were against it and stuff, but it was a good movie, you
Wait,
know?
how did they get together? Doesn't he like or she like
They found out
evaporate?
that no, they found out that they could actually like touch and like feel, it's just
Oh,
like
that's
people.
crazy.
Yeah, they just found out like they just had to be like in sync or like in tune and stuff, with one another's feelings. Like
Trying
it
to get
was
a relationship like that, trying to get that elemental relationship going. Come on now.
yeah, like they got an elemental shit going on and stuff, and it was dope of a movie.
Come on
It was
now.
dope. Wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad at all, actually. Now I gotta rewatch it, but it's Pixar. It's gonna be a good movie. Minus planes. I'm gonna say that forever. I'm gonna say that forever.
That one and Cars too.
I am the biggest planes hater of all time.
Dude, that
One
movie was
million
trash.
percent. The movie just doesn't make any sense to me. A crop duster beats a fire jet. Are we
He
serious right
wasn't
now?
built for that, bro. He was not built
He's
for
literally
that.
not built to do that, but he did it. I'm like, oh yeah, he did it.
Dude,
How?
he followed his dreams. Somehow it
He
worked. No
followed his
training.
dreams. Listen, kids, you can do it. No, not that. Ain't no way he's doing
Not
that.
like not to
I
that
didn't.
extent.
I seen the second one too. What? I'm just like, okay.
I didn't even bother
I'm thinking he's
with
gonna be
him.
like in like more races. No, he's done racing. I'm like, oh, this is stupid.
Makes no sense.
It
No
doesn't.
sense. Number six, I put down Toy Story. Number five, Wally. Four, Ratatouille. Three, Coco. Two, Monsters University, which is different from you had Monsters Incorporated.
Number two is Monsters Inc. for me. It's funny how you have Monsters University number two. I love that movie. The movie is as a college student. It
It was, in my
it's
opinion, it was
it
better than Monsters Inc. It was definitely better than Monsters Inc.
definitely better is crazy. Okay.
Dude,
Please explain
you
to
can't,
me why Monsters University is definitely better than Monsters Inc.
dude, if they would have released Monsters Universities first before Monsters Inc., it would have made more sense.
Listen, Disney has always done that with their movies. Look at Tarzan too.
I never really watched Tarzan 2. I only saw
He's
Tarzan.
a young kid. It's a prequel. Like Bambi 2 is a prequel.
Yeah, but that's
They've
not
been
Pixar though.
that's still Disney though.
You're right.
Like Disney always does prequel movies. Do I know why? No, I don't, and I never will know why. But they've always done prequel movies like that. So
That
Monsters
is weird.
University, I when it first came out, I love the movie. I think the movie's great.
Because
But
honestly, Monsters University, the whole how we learn how they all meet and stuff,
it's
and honestly
funny.
seeing like all the other and how like everyone else was like there and shit. Like
It's
it was just a good movie.
it's funny to see Randall being Mike Wazowski's roommate. Like I thought it was funny.
Yeah, dude, that
And then they
how
turn
they
into
ended up
enemies.
hating each
They
other
turn
and
into
shit.
enemies
Like,
because
bro,
Sully just
why?
whooped his ass in the final competition. I gotta
Oh,
see.
Soul was actually
We gotta watch. We gotta watch. Gotta watch that movie. At the very end, I'll announce something. At the very end, I've been waiting to announce, but Uh, what's your number one?
Number one was Up.
Explain.
I don't need to, bro.
No, you do. No, you do. You
No,
gotta
I
explain a
don't,
little
bro.
bit. Yes, you do. A little bit, guy. You gotta explain a little bit.
Bro, the story, man. The fact that this man legit took a fucking house to and actually accomplished his fucking dreams, man. And the music, the music, bro, forget about it. That shit hits
The
different.
music, the setting was real nice in that movie too.
Yeah, dude, the setting and the movie wasn't even bad. Like it was good through and through, you know.
And the movie's great. I liked how they didn't reveal Kevin immediately, but like you
No,
like saw Kevin when she was getting chased by the dogs. Because I thought Kevin was a boy until me and Russell had the same thing. Kevin's a girl. Like like we both did like the same face, like confused. Like whoa, he's a female. He's whoa, Kevin. Well, I think again, the movie's great. I would prefer Ratatouille over Up. I would prefer Toy Story over Up. And that's just me. Again, different opinions, different mindsets. It is what it is. I'm not gonna get mad about it.
I
I'm
can
not
see
getting mad
that.
about it at all. Now the worst Disney Pixar movies, I'll just say it. You got Lightyear, Planes.
Cars 2.
Where do you rank? What about Turning Red? Where would you? Is that top 15? Is Turning Red a top 15 Pixar movie?
It's like top. Yeah, it's like top 15.
It's not. Or I thought it was cringy, like really, really cringy. I don't think
I didn't
it's.
mind it.
I don't
I
think
really
it's
didn't.
horrible though. I think no. For me, horrible movie is a movie that doesn't make any sense. Hence the but Lightyear though just sucked. It was just bad,
The Lightyear was straight garbage.
and I was like, that's disappointing because I was like, oh, as Chris Evans, by the way, Captain America, who we did episode 2 about, Captain America Civil War, but like he's Chris Evans. I'm expecting greatness. The trailer was awesome. I thought the trailer like hyped it up a little bit too much.
The movie wasn't too bad like at the beginning either.
And I'm like, this isn't horrible yet. I'm liking it, and then it went just it just it just went downhill. Like it was it was pretty bad. And then we get the planes, and the movie just doesn't make any sense. A crop duster, literally, is not built to race. I get it. It's a kids movie. I understand that. But he literally shouldn't have won the. It would have been different if he would have lost the race. Then I wouldn't have been this mad. I wouldn't have been this upset. But he wins a race, and the second movie, he's no longer a racer. So he was a one-time racer. Did he retire after that race? Like, what happened? What are we doing here? What was his
He knew he
name?
wasn't built
Dusty?
for it. Something like that.
Yeah, Dusty. Oh gosh. Then Cars 2. When you really watch it, that movie should have just been called Mater because that's just Mater's movie. It's basically him the entire time.
Never shit.
And like as a kid, I'm thinking like Francesco, that Italian race car. I'm thinking like, oh, this gonna be like McQueen's like toughest race yet. I'm thinking like, oh, this gonna be a fire race movie, like a world tour type race movie. Literally, what they did with Planes. Planes was a world tour flying race movie. It was what it was. I'm thinking the same thing's gonna happen with Cars too. No, Mater went on a secret spy mission about oil and then solved that bitch. I'm sorry. I thought this was Lightning McQueen's movie. Obviously, it wasn't because it was just Mater. And then we get the Cars 3, which isn't horrible. But why did you switch it up back to racing immediately? Like, what happened with Cars 2 that you said, let's make this a spy movie, and then went like racing, yeah. Like, here's the
It,
here's the Cars franchise where Ready? Cars 1. Racing! Yeah, let's go! Racing! Cars 2. A spy movie about oil. I forget like the actual thing about the oil, but something bad with oil. And Cars 3. Yeah, racing! Yeah. And so it doesn't make any sense. Like, why did you switch it up like that? I don't personally. I don't know why I did that. What movie also wasn't like? I think Toy Story 2 is a top 15 movie. Same with Toy Story. I think that's the best trilogy. And Toy Story 4, when he literally ends it off. That that made Toy Story 5.
Big Hero 6 isn't a Pixar movie, is it?
No, that's just Disney.
Why
That's
is it on the Pixar movie list then?
that's not Pixar. That's just strictly Disney. Like, I had the same question with my friend Joe. Like, hey, is that movie Pixar or is that Disney? And then we figure it out. It's a Disney movie. It's Disney, strictly just Disney. Because if that movie somehow, some way becomes a Pixar movie, yeah, no, yeah, it's just Disney. If that was a Pixar movie, that's top five. That's probably top three. You want about scenery and setting? That movie takes the cake. That movie takes the cake with scenery and setting. The movie's beautiful,
For real.
and the brother's death was crazy. And a villain twist, there you have it. That's a good villain twist. That was a really good villain twist, Disney.
No, I really was not expecting him to be the villain,
I
bro.
didn't think um Callahan is that his last name? I didn't think he was villain. I thought it was Craig too. I thought it was the guy who wanted to buy the microbots. I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely the fucking villain. And then you see Callahan, like, oh my goodness, one of your students went in to save you, big dog. Why didn't you save him? Why didn't you save him, Callahan? And then he said that was his fault. Oh, Baymax, kick his ass. Like Baymax, go crazy. You know that
It
Big
was
Hero
like
6 is canon to the MCU? Yeah.
hmm
See, Disney, y'all big brain. Like I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, episode 4, I'm gonna let you decide what episode 4 will be about. I said Disney. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's gonna be Disney.
Okay. That's what I thought. So Disney, that one is gonna be big. 'Cause as a big Disney fan, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like MCU or Pixar. It's just gonna
Yeah,
be
I'm not
like
putting. I'm not
Disney
like
Disney
mainly
movies.
Disney. I'm not putting Star Wars in this bitch. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it.
No, it's just gonna be Disney
Which
movies.
Star Wars? I love Star Wars. I absolutely love Star Wars.
It is not gonna be in there.
But no, he will not be in there. Sorry, all you Anakin Skywalker lovers. He will not be part of this just yet. We might do a Star Wars episode. Who knows? May
Star Wars
4th. May
it
4th.
deserves its own episode. It's like too big for it not to be.
Yeah, that's like Marvel. Like it's too big not to have its own episode. Like, but episode 4 and episode it wasn't gonna be a long one because again Pixar movies we kind of knew what we were gonna put in this already. We didn't. It wasn't gonna be a hard like list to make. We just had to find the movies that we just liked. Like it's different with Marvel because there's so many bangers, so it was harder. This episode is gonna be obviously a shorter episode because it's only Pixar. Pixar only has 26 movies when Marvel has like 26 Avengers movies. Like it's like so like what if
Yeah.
so like what if we but again it's a nice little short episode and I would like to apologize for not uploading the past 2 Sundays. We were busy, and also we kind of forgot. we kind of
Yeah.
we kind of forgot, but bear with us. We're getting there. We're getting better. Hey, at least you're getting an upload in like the same month. At least you're getting that. At least you're getting. These guys are getting that. And when I said we gotta watch the movie, it's another thing. The boys podcast movie night. That's a whole separate thing that we're gonna do on this channel. Same with the boys podcast gaming series. It's a separate thing we're gonna do on this channel. And the boys podcast vlog series. Yeah, we have a lot of series that we do want to touch base on and we do want to do in the future. And we will because I believe in it. I know Jeremy believes in it.
Yeah.
And all I gotta do is just get a camera and we're gonna make this thing come to like reality. Now the movie night, we're gonna have to do like the whole movie thing where like we get to watch a movie but we have to cut part of it. Obviously we can like only put like 14 seconds of film like actually in that for that scene and then just move over because no, we don't want. I do not want to get copyrighted. I don't want to get copyrighted. I do not want that to happen. I will be devastated.
No, being copyrighted would suck.
That would be horrible. But so put in the comments down below what movies you would want us to watch. If made it to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you for riding along with us for what was like 2 years, like what was like a year off.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for staying around.
Yeah.
Staying around. I know I promised myself I would get this started up again, and I fulfilled that promise. I got you guys. I promise you guys everything will be just fine. Everything will work out in the very end. Um, and with that, this concludes episode 3 of the Boys Podcast. Again, a shorter one. I'm sorry if you guys wanted it to be longer, but Pixar. Again, we kind of knew what we wanted to do with Pixar, but episode 4, Disney, strictly just Disney movies, and that one's gonna be a big one because obviously Disney has a fuckload of movies, and I will count. I'm gonna count Pixar movies in your top 10 if you have any in your top 10 because that's still Disney. It's still Disney's brand. So if you have Pixar in your movies, I'm counting that because it's still Disney. But with that, thank you guys for listening. Episode two. I'm slow. Guys, listen to episode 3 of the Boys Podcast. Uh, yeah, we're gonna see you guys in episode 4. Peace out.
Bye.